Good morning. I thought I would come outside and sit on my side porch this morning as I do a reading from the book of Acts. It's Acts chapter 18. And it's talking about Paul. Paul was an evangelist. He traveled all over telling everyone about Jesus. In this chapter, he had just left Athens and went to Corinth. And there he met a Jew named Aquila, a native of Pontus, who had recently come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because Claudius had ordered all the Jews to leave Rome. That's why they were there. Well, Paul went to see them, and because he was a tent maker as they were, he stayed and worked with them. Every Sabbath he reasoned in the synagogue, trying to persuade Jews and Greeks. When Silas and Timothy came from Macedonia, Paul devoted himself exclusively to preaching, testifying to the Jews that Jesus was the Christ. But when the Jews opposed Paul and became abusive, he shook out his clothes in protest and said to them, "Your blood be on your own heads. I'm clear of my responsibilities. From now on I will go to the Gentiles." Well, then Paul left the synagogue and went next door to the house of Titus Justus, a worshiper of God. So one night the Lord spoke to Paul in a vision. And the Lord said, "Do not be afraid. Keep on speaking. Do not be silent, for I am with you, and no one is going to attack and harm you, because I have many people in this city." So Paul stayed there for a year and a half, teaching them the Word of God. So Paul traveled all over the place talking about Jesus, trying to bring people to Jesus. He was passionate about this. He knew that was why we were here. He was the disciple that replaced Judas. In the book of Proverbs, there's a verse that says, "Iron sharpens iron." That's Proverbs 27:17. When he was there, he was with Aquila and Priscilla, who was in the same trade as he was. They all made tents. Here comes the car, guys. Sorry. So he was working while he was doing this. But when Silas and Timothy came, they must have taken over as far as supporting him, because it said he devoted himself exclusively to preaching and testifying to the Jews. Back to the iron sharpens iron. He was with people that was also passionate about the Lord. Sometimes when you're testifying by yourself, you can absolutely do it. But you have to make sure that you're staying in the Word and that you have conversations with other people personally for yourself, so you don't run out. You've got to keep yourself sharp. The dictionary says that to sharpen something causes it to improve. It causes you to improve, and whoever is with you will improve. It makes you sharper. It gives you what you need to go out and tell others. Yesterday, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed home, and I stayed in the Word and prayed all day, and I talked to a few people on the phone. I talked to one about Jesus, and then I love the way God works. He brought someone to me yesterday that is a Christian, loves the Lord, but is just in a valley right now, and needed to hear from another Christian, needed to be lifted up, needed to be sharpened, like Proverbs says. I didn't plan it. She didn't plan it. She came out here for something else, but that's where it went. Always be aware and open to what God is bringing you to and bringing you through. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I've got to go to work. And until tomorrow, God bless.